Alright, welcome back to the Head Empty channel. We're back with Arcane. My name is Jace, and we finished Act 1, just about, maybe, the peakest shit I've ever seen in my life. It was incredible. The fight at the end of Episode 3 was insane. Despite what it may have looked like from my reaction last week, just a tragedy how that happened. I planned accordingly this time. Yeah, if you're curious about that, check that out. That was just, unfortunate, but we're here. It was amazing. Yeah, I don't know, they just go stupidly hard for really no reason. They set up these incredible, like, dramatic moments. And then they bust out the Wood Kid. Oh man, when they bust out Wood Kid, Act 1, keep in mind, dude, the music is just insane. Animation was insane. That fight was just crazy. And I just don't even know what's happening to, like, the majority of our cast right now. Caitlyn's a dictator. It looks like being manipulated by Mbessa. The ship is wrecked. Caitlyn and Vi split up. I don't know how to feel, man. I was devastated. Still am. I don't even know if I still have hope for it, to be honest. But yeah, everyone else is just like kidnapped, teleported, crossing over dimensions, who knows. And then there's Victor. Dude, what is happening? Who are these characters? What is even happening anymore? Mel's kidnapped by this Black Rose. Seems like a group. I think someone did comment giving me a little bit of information on that group from their League knowledge, which I doubt is really a spoiler. I don't know. Like, it's not like League players aren't coming into this watching, you know, so that background information probably won't kill me, and I appreciate it anyway, so thank you. So yeah, she's kidnapped, I think, obviously as a way to get at Mbessa, and I have a theory a little bit about why they may have. They said that Mbessa stole something at some point, and I don't know what she could have stolen, but maybe, possibly, it could have something to do with whatever's going on with Mel and these weird, what I believe are like some weird powers that she has that she might not even know about, that protected her and Jace that we saw and just haven't even been addressed, but she's glowing and stuff, man. Like, I can't ignore that. And they're pointing it out that they just randomly, like, they were the ones to be unharmed. So maybe if it's like some protection spell or something, it's something really valuable that Mbessa might have put on her daughter to protect her because she loves her. Maybe. But yeah, that's still up in the air. We don't know really anything about that conflict in detail. Echo, Heimerdinger, Jace, then there's this little girl who, she's a brave little girl. I think it's a little girl, by the way. People seem to not agree, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I really didn't question it when I was watching it. I guess we'll find out. I'm sure we'll find out more about this kid finally, because she must be important. If Jinx ends up raising this kid, actually, that'd be very interesting as well, because, I don't know, it'd be really interesting to see her take on more of the mentor role when she's been in the opposite seat the entire series, you know? If Jinx raises a kid, who knows, dude? We saw how she ended up. But it's interesting to put her character in that position. And then, again, there's Victor's like this mage something. He's like the new messiah figure. He's just around saving the underground. It's what he's always wanted to do, but Heimerdinger he's acting like it's a bad thing. We're learning right now that with the Arcane, there could be like a principle behind it where it's like the more you ask of it, more negative effects come of it. It's just like a property of Arcane. But yeah, I guess I can't start off without also mentioning that Singed is building his little Frankenstein monster. I don't know why. He's just been doing things, and they've been teasing it literally since Act 3 of last season, of like just teasing his story. I want to see this monster. I want to know more about Singed. I feel like I say that every time I record, but I do. I want to know about all the characters, but I won't know unless I start. So let's go. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these. I've got plenty of other stuff coming out. Dawn to Dawn, Oshinoko, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, when I can get back to that. Yeah, it's all been really fun. The channel's been growing over the past like day, which was really awesome to see. But yeah, drop a comment, anything that I miss. I will miss stuff. I always miss stuff, but that's why I like to rewatch these and read your comments, so feel free. And without further ado, let's start episode 4, Paint the Tower Blue. I don't know what that's gonna mean. Jinx, maybe? I don't even know. Oh boy. Enforcers everywhere. I assume this is underground. Oh, paint the town blue. I'm stupid. Tower. Like, how long will Caitlyn be really manipulated by Mbessa? Because I don't think they'll dumb down her character to just be like just fully. I know she's on this revenge arc and stuff, but she's a smart character, you know, and I think they'll stay true to that. I can't believe that she'll just be able to be fully manipulated by her, you know. Caitlyn looks crazy though. She looks sick and scary. This is not Cupcake, man. Bring back Cupcake. Oh yeah, this is the kid. I think I saw her name was Isha. Oh, that looks sick, dude. That looks awesome. Alright, let's go. So, the wiping of the Vi off her face, I'm not sure. Or if you want to rate it as a 6, I don't know. That cloak looks familiar on Victor, I guess. The rose. Jace trying not to be in the light. Maybe that's him stepping down from the council. If my theory about Mel is correct, that could be them after that power. Doesn't have to be that, but it's a possibility, because I don't know what's going on with Mel. I don't know what's going on with anything right now. But that's something I've been keeping in mind. Maybe Mbessa will die at some point in this season. And then Mel ends up taking over Noxus. What's good, Kate?
Up again?
I have an audience with the
That
Masons
Maddie?
Guild first thing in the morning.
Let me
Oh,
guess. Complaints about the Noxians.
They doubled their fortification requests. Again. To keep
Keep us safe.
okay, I didn't expect that. How long has it been?
I don't know what I thought. Just... it wasn't this.
A few months?
You could call it off. We established the council.
Not without Jinx. A withdrawal could lead to a worse situation than the one that...
Okay, Mbessa.
This is weird. I don't know Maddie, man.
Without her, who knows how many enforcers we'd have lost.
You're our leader. The enforcers, Piltover, they follow you.
I'll come to bed soon.
So what's going on with Vi then?
Gentlemen, you're in the wrong place. Scumbags and scally
She must have gone back to the Undercity.
ugliest, goriest spectacle of your lives. With claws like daggers and teeth like sharper daggers.
Whoa. I love seeing the creatures from this series. They're so cool.
The challenger.
I wonder if this is from the game.
A rising star with hideous mandibles. The dastardly. Scott
I love how much of a showman Jinx is.
two will enter. And after that, who knows? Handlers?
This kid is such a fan. I love it. So what is this? Are people like betting on this? It's cool how they got him painted. Bunny ears. Oh, she's got the tats.
Show some effort.
Okay, that's funny. They're just playing. Damn.
Well, you're past your prime, champ.
Do you speak?
A rematch?
I guess not.
All right, all right. Well, I still think it's a dumb idea, but I guess you won.
What? This is cute, dude. Oh, the finger. I forgot about that.
I didn't get to do much of this with my older sis. She was more into hitting things.
I like how playful Jinx can be with this kid, though. You know, because that is like a big part of Jinx. You know, a lot of season 1 she was kind of stunted, I guess. You know, kept at this. She was a child, you know, in her mind, I think. And since accepting herself, I guess that's a little bit of that has gone away. She's not as unhinged as she was. She seems more mature since then, but that aspect of her is still like she's still playful. She is like all the time. So I like that the way that translates here into
I had a
her
different name back then.
seemingly raising this kid. I want to know about this kid too. Like this kid was being chased for some reason.
I thought I was rid of her for good, but you kind of remind me of her.
Yeah, especially with the blue hair. Damn, this kid gonna end up all right.
Did Savika put you up to this? It was about as sweet as last year's milk.
Oh yeah, I was wondering
Jinx
how this
is
gun
dead.
didn't just straight up explode last. Sorry, I'm pausing a lot. Straight up explode last time when Kate shot it with like the Hextech gun. Oh yeah, this thing exploded too. The shark rocket launcher. Still water. What is this, man? I wonder if Jace is working for her. Is he gonna be cool with doing like Hextech stuff for her? Why does he have to be in here with it? Okay, are they just trying to replicate what Jace and Victor did in episode 3? Just disintegrate him? Damn it.
In a city teeming with brilliant inventors, have we managed to unearth such unrelenting incompetence?
Yeah, I don't think... Where's Jace then?
The black.
Keep their name out of your mouth.
We can't be certain the Order was also behind the disappearance of Jace and Heimerdinger.
Oh, she's gotta be pissed about Mel.
Everyone with an inkling of talent vanishes. It's no coincidence. They fear Hextech. But we were too slow. They have my daughter, Rictus.
Our moment will come, but you must be prepared. You have Jinx to thank for this. She is not your friend. She hides while you suffer.
Ooh. Yeah, he's got blue hair. Is it like a follower of hers? Oh my... Oh! Did she make those? This kid's just gonna become like the new Jinx, I bet.
You're right. It's hers.
No body count, no theatrics.
You think it's a copycat?
She's still hearing the laugh.
You can still...
Officer Nolan, quite the familiar face these days. I'd like a word with Commander Kiriman, in private. It's beyond question that the news of Jinx's return will ignite Zornite resistance. But the blade cuts both ways.
She like a symbol now?
I'd expected this development would encourage you.
Was it for my encouragement that your man Rictus was instigating violence? The blade cuts both ways.
You never shy.
She never really got this. And Bessa never got this kind of relationship with Mel.
At the checkpoint. One of them knows
So I
where
wonder if
she
she's gonna be
is.
kind of like a
Arrests require cause.
What
daughter,
greater cause
I
is
guess.
there than returning peace to this city?
Why is peace always the justification for violence?
It's good that she still thinks like this. It's just Jinx on her mind, really. She's not too far from the Caitlyn that we know, I guess.
The anger, the sorrow. It's tiring, but you will never rest knowing that she's out there. Maybe I underestimated you. Maybe you have the strength I do not to forgive and trust in tomorrow. The decision is yours, Commander.
I hosted the most lavish galas in the
Oh
city.
wow. He's a mess.
Now people avert their gaze when I roll by.
My gaze isn't averted.
I wouldn't have hired you if you weren't versed in the art of indulging your clients' egos.
Plus, you're one of the few counselors left from the old batch, right? Never learned anything about the younger Medarda, did they?
So he's still on the council?
Same time next week?
Tomorrow, the effects have been diminishing.
I keep hearing about this healer down in the...
Victor! Victor, Victor!
They say he makes miracles happen.
Oh man, what is he up to?
Can't hurt to look, can it?
I kind of love that we're getting more about Sallow. All of season 1, I never would have expected that he would have mattered really ever.
You could have warned me.
No idea what you're babbling about.
That wasn't you?
I dig the hair. Surprisingly, I think that's kind of fire.
The whole Undercity's buzzing, saying you're back. You're a symbol.
You want a symbol?
Silco spent his whole life trying to rally the Undercity together. You have the chance to pull it off.
I can't see Jinx
Do
leading
you know how much he
anything.
sacrificed to protect you? He believed in your potential.
Well, then he shouldn't have died!
We're having a rally tonight. Vander's statue. Stick your head in the dirt if you want. This fantasy you've been living out here, it's not gonna last forever. I don't know how you do it, kid.
I gotta go bother someone. Still giving me the silent treatment, huh?
Silco's chair, maybe?
Me, a hero. How screwed up is this place? I know Savika's right, and I probably owe it to you.
I think this is Silco.
I got something going now, and I don't want to mess it up. Maybe that's what I was like for you. If you care so much about me playing your stupid revolution game, speak up now. Or I guess...
Yeah, that is what he always wanted, man.
You're really gone, and there's no reason to stay here anymore.
Upset she's not hearing his voice in her head, I think. That's crazy. Damn! Yo! Huh? Now talk! Yeah, Echo, gone. They gotta be in shambles. Huh. You think she regrets betraying him? Probably not. She was very loyal to Silco and all. Come on, man. Damn. Shit. I hope this kid is just like okay, because she's very adorable. Oh,
It's no secret
I remember this guy.
but we grew up on the same streets. Like it or not, we're in this mess together. Enforcers raiding our homes.
All the characters, man. I remember the face.
Stillwater. We gotta choose right now whether we're gonna throw in the towel or make a stand together. Not as Firelights or Jinxers,
Jinxers.
as Zonites.
The flare, wow. So yeah, paint the town blue. Definitely makes sense. I love that it's the flare. The blue flare. The blue flare. Wow. Hey. I was about to say, this is about to be a full-on war. This guy is different, man. One arm. Oh my. Damn! Not the 1v1 I would have expected. Alright. Is that blood on it already? Oh my god. He's about to turn Titan, man. What? Is that waking him up? He was giving it his blood. Oh, shit.
I'm back. Time
Why did he make that?
Pebbleweight. Isha? We're playing that game, are we? Isha?
What? Topside raided the place. Took everyone.
Oh. Alright. It's getting loud again. Okay. She lost her family again, right? Or is it like attracted to his blood?
Chin up, little one. We won't be staying long.
The thing about Singed is he's never really been like an antagonist figure at all. He just helps anyone who comes in front of him. I can't imagine whatever this monster is going to be a positive thing, really. Yeah, I don't know. He's not like he's not evil, I don't think. He definitely comes off as just this scientist, but we don't know his motives at all. But I find him very interesting, and I like that he speaks kindly. Whoa, this is so cool. Yeah, okay, it's just following the scent.
Don't suppose you can swim, huh? Lefty.
Hey, get out of here, bro. That's some stormtrooper shit.
Ha! It's
your vile villainess. The dread of
Who
your...
are you?
What?
Jinx?
Yeah, never heard that before. Expect me to believe Jinx wears pants like that? You look like a half-eaten circus tent.
Get new guards, man. This is that Piltover shit. This is what they're working with, man. This is why we need Hex Tech. Tuck the hair, man.
How'd you take her in?
I gave her a choice between this and a swim in the harbor.
I'm kind of loving just the fact that I can remember a lot of these characters. I don't know why. It's like making me happy. The hair, man. She's got to notice the hair, right?
Carry on, officer.
Yes, sir. Move it.
I love prison breaks. Oh? Okay, how is this thing gonna throw a wrench into all this? Because they love to make things look like they're going as planned. There's just no shot. I'm done falling for it, alright? That kiss has me hurt. So does she not suspect anything? Okay. There it is. It's blue hair. It literally, like, it can only mean one thing, I feel like. You don't want to see that on one of your guys. And Bess is like that. There was no way. It's probably a bit comforting for her. This is insane. Jinx leading a rebellion, never on my bingo card. Of course, Isha's not there, man. Oh. Oh. And Bess, I'm so hyped. What is this about to be right now? And let me see this thing. Oh my. Oh. Jesus. I thought the episode was gonna end. I was about to throw up.
You're late for Stinkma's great comeuppance.
Stinkma. This is so wholesome, man. I love it. Okay. Maybe this thing is just another tool he made to also help fight against Topside. Although I think we were faring pretty well, because they don't have a lot of Hex Tech, and it sounds like they don't have Jace to make more. And Victor healing people as well. I think Zahn's doing alright. Damn. It's like a cyborg werewolf thing. I like how she upgraded her gun. Is that like what it is in the game? I didn't know. I didn't expect that gun to also be Hex Tech. Dude, this thing's scary!
Get her out!
It's so random! Oh shit! That is an amazing shot, wow. Singed, man, get your boy! That was sweet. It was sweet.
You got me, Hairball. Just remember, you're no Stinkma.
Who is Stinkmaw? Ah. Whoa. Oh. Warwick. He's got the two colored eyes like the beast head. You got one of each. Powder. Alright. Alright. Fuck yeah, man. That was awesome. So, basically, not a single thing written down that entire episode. I like to take notes. Didn't happen. Hey, didn't happen. It's okay. It was too good. I literally could not look away. I have to remind myself that last week was Act 1 because it felt like a finale with how it all ended up. So we caught up with a few of our characters. I'm assuming that we'll get the rest next episode, and then it'll be another everyone crosses paths again. But as we saw, Jinx is kind of this she's this symbol of change, of an uprising. That's what she's become because, you know, she's the main antagonizing force for Piltover at the moment. She's just that devastating. The effects of her terrorism. They're chasing her, man, and they got enforcers all over down here. So we catch back up with Caitlyn. So Caitlyn found herself a new little girlfriend or a hookup, I don't know, in Maddie here, which is cool. I didn't know Maddie was gonna play this kind of role. And people are gonna be probably pretty upset to see this. The ship might just be dead with Caitlyn and Vi. I mean, she smacked her up last time, so I'm kind of losing hope here. I don't want to though, but either way, it doesn't really matter at the moment because Caitlyn is involved with Maddie here. She's nice, and they seem to be having a good time. But yeah, Caitlyn's still focused on finding Jinx. She really needs to avenge her mother. We see Jinx has really bonded with this kid, which I did expect to happen. I talked about it a lot. How interesting it is that she's become this older sibling for this person. They were setting this up with the whole scene in episode 2 with her letting go of Silco in the whole drowning scene that he has going on usually. There's no one to boss me around, no one to tell me what to do. There's no influence on me anymore from this like mentor, you know, older sibling, whatever. I guess we just get to see the twist on that where she's taken on that role, and we get to see she's actually doing a pretty good job of it. This kid seems to be happy, doesn't seem to be too traumatized. I mean, obviously, children shouldn't be making bombs. She's just making another Powder, I guess. Powder was pretty bright a lot of the time. I mean, she was depressed because she had bullies. This kid seems a lot better off than Powder ever did, and doesn't seem to question her place like Powder did. Yeah, she seems to be raising this kid fairly well, despite the conditions and, you know, Jinx being kind of psychotic. So I find that kind of impressive and really wholesome, nice to watch, really cool. If this is a character from the game, this Isha girl, maybe these bunny ears are a part of her character design or something. I'm not sure, but she's mute, and I think a lot of characters from the game, I assume she's mute. Because she doesn't talk. Because a lot of the characters from the game, I know they love to give voice lines and stuff, so it wouldn't be crazy if they did make a character who didn't talk, or maybe she just hasn't talked yet. Maybe that's a big part of her thing, or maybe she's not a character at all in the game, which is fine. I actually like that they make animated series exclusive characters that are their own fully realized and fledged out characters, you know. Really funny to see this little this little bug fight that they were having. I really thought that Jinx was orchestrating some little fighting ring for these things for people to bet on, but it was just her playing with her little sister. It was very, very wholesome, very funny. That does make me question if Jinx ever does bite it at some point, will this kid become another Jinx where they lose somebody close to them and they turn into this crazy, vengeful, whatever? Will she just take on the mantle? Because she's clearly striving to be someone like Jinx. She really admires her. That's a possibility, I think. It's definitely in line with our current trajectory. Yeah, Mbessa, all of the scientists are just gone. Victor is... We do hear a little bit about him. He's still healing people in Zon, which is cool. I was hoping we'd see him this episode, but we'll save it for another one, I guess. His cult is probably still running strong. But Mbessa is using this poor goat guy. I don't know what... I guess he's in here purely as a test subject. Why does it have to be this guy, man? What did he do? But it looks like they're trying to stabilize it or whatever, like they did in episode 3 Jason and Victor when they snuck into the lab. Although this is already one of the gemstones, I think, so instead of the little crystals. So I'm not sure. Maybe they're just trying to figure out how to use it at all. But yeah, I wonder where... Oh, sorry. I was about to say, I wonder where Jace went. He's probably... I don't know. He's probably in some other dimension or something right now. Jace vanished. Heimerdinger vanished. Nobody knows how to do this. Mbessa's obviously very pissed off that Mel was taken. I hope we catch up with Mel as well next episode. I want to know what's going on there and find out what the Black Rose is. They think that all the scientists were taken deliberately, though, in order to halt their progress with Hextech, because they think that it's too scary, which I don't think is... Well, it's not what's happening. It's just some other crazy random shit happening on the side, but it's a fair conclusion to make from Mbessa here. There's these people that follow Jinx. She's got followers now. Isha here is playing the role of Jinx without Jinx actually being there. I like that this is Jinx, her monkey symbol, but it looks a little bit different than it usually does. I wonder if that's because Isha drew this one. I'm looking at an image drawn on a wall behind where Isha was standing. Also, if she's gonna become the next Jinx, right? Like she's been building stuff, so she's really doing it all. And then we get this conversation between Vi and Mbessa here that was pretty interesting, actually. Vi is not just being completely manipulated by Mbessa. I mean, sort of. Sorry, what was I saying? Caitlyn. Caitlyn is not being completely manipulated by Mbessa. She's still being cautious around her. It's all still working out in Mbessa's favor for the most part, other than, you know, the kidnapping of her daughter. It's probably more important than any of it. I like the line, too, of why is peace always the justification for violence. It's cool that time has passed, Caitlyn has mellowed out, she's still, you know, very fixated on this, but she's not, like, ruthless and all crazy like she was. Maybe that's because she's not faced with Jinx at the moment. As Mbessa says, the anger and sorrow and all that, that doesn't go away. And she would know, having lost people as well, that you can't forget, you can't forgive. They're still out there, right? And I assume that she is talking about her son and now her daughter. We don't know about if she had a husband, their father, right? I think we saw someone in like that mural or tapestry or whatever was done of their family, but I'm not sure if that was actually a father or somebody else. Sallow, I said it, I'm very impressed that he's around, and I'm interested in what he has to say a lot of the time. He was just there in season 1. A lot of the council members, whenever I watched season 1, I didn't care that they didn't matter, because they didn't matter. They didn't make any decisions, they didn't do anything, they were just there to fill the seats, right? Like, we have a council, you know, it wouldn't make sense to have them do anything significant, and it was all the characters we know making the decisions, and they were all just kind of being influenced by that. Now that all of that is done and over with, we get to see what's going on with him. He's a survivor. I don't know if they still... I think they said they reestablished a council, and they said you're one of the few counselors left from the old batch. And that to me sounds like he's still part of the council, though he looks like a mess, and still desperately trying to heal his legs. I know he's getting like the high off of the shimmer, but shimmer has the healing properties. We saw it heal Vi. What else did we see it do? We saw it partially heal Victor. Obviously, part of that was also the Hex Core, but he was only able to withstand that because of the shimmer. I wonder if he really will go down and see Victor. I want more from Sallow, surprisingly enough. He's kind of like the Marcus of this season, I feel like. And Lest, too. Lest is also cool. I like her. So, yeah, Sallow takes a look at his wheelchair. He might really go down to see Victor and get his legs back, which would be cool if Victor could do that. Still sus on Victor. I know he's doing good things, which is awesome, and doing what he always wanted, but like Heimerdinger said, it could be bad. There could be negative consequences to the overuse of these powers, because he's still not a true mage, right? They said that mages are born with those capabilities, so they're still like drawing on something. They're still kind of like breaking the rules, right? In order to have these abilities with his weird cyborg self. I like all this. I love Jinx, her conversation with Silco's chair, you know? I was always wondering if he would become like another voice in her head the same way that Milo and Clagger did, because I think even I watched an interview or something with the voice actor of Silco, and he gave his thoughts about Silco as a character and the way he died. They were just his thoughts, though. I don't think he knew anything about the script or anything happening in season 2 at the time, but his interpretation of it was that he wouldn't become a voice in her head, like Milo and Claggor did because he accepted her in the end. He told her that she was perfect and that the way that he went out was not the same as theirs. It wasn't as horrifying. Obviously, it was still traumatizing, but she got out of it what she always wanted, which was acceptance. Even in his dying breath, he forgave her because he loved her. And so I expected, just off of that, he didn't know anything about like that voice actor, legend. I kind of agreed with that. But he might now. We saw her once she lost Isha. When she learned about that, she was freaking out. She saw Silco, so that makes me a little bit upset that she's falling back into that. It seems whenever she goes into her Jinx persona, whenever she gets all crazy, is when the shimmer also starts to kind of activate. I like Sevika's new hair. It looks pretty cool on her. Also, are her Hextech like scars that more blue since the fight? I'm not sure. I wonder if those are ever gonna like come into play other than just that. If she'll actually have like some sort of powers from it, because it's been a thing that they've intentionally kept on her. They didn't really have to do that. They could have just blown her arm off and she'd be fine, but it's there, so I wonder if it'll serve any purpose. They prepare for this little gathering around Vander's statue because they interrogated that dude, just whacking him up. Lord. Seeing a ton of characters that we saw in Season 1. It's great to see. I love it. And then, obviously, the Enforcers come in. Noxians come in. Isha gets taken, and so does Singed, who I did not expect to just be roaming the streets, but he left his little guy, his Warwick, as the subtitles told us. He woke him up with his blood, which is interesting. He planned to, I don't know. I suppose he planned on people capturing them, because I don't know why else. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just showed up and then cut himself once he noticed some trouble. So yeah, he did help in them escaping. I don't get Singed. But I love the animation of Warwick running through these streets. Low frame rate and like drawn. It's very cool. It looks like a creature that's kind of just not all there. You know, maybe that's why it's such a low frame rate. I don't think it's a budget thing at all. Not this show. Definitely stylistic choice. This guard sucks. I said it, man. This is why we need Hextech right now. This is the kind of people that we're working with otherwise. This guard that Jinx impersonates. It's good comedy. Jinx, what is up with this hair? It didn't actually end up mattering though, surprisingly enough. Mbessa ended up dealing with something a lot scarier actually. Potentially. I'm not sure. At least visually, this thing's a lot scarier than Jinx. But yeah, she did notice, though, and they got in anyway. And all of these followers of Jinx, they touch her shoulder. And to me, that makes me feel like that would be a bit comforting for Jinx. That soft touch. It's not something that she gets. And it could potentially, if I'm stretching this, feel like a new family for her. That's what she cares about most, to feel accepted. And there's all these people looking to her and at this point sort of in a way caring about her. So that's something that she hasn't had for a long time. She's flip-flopping back and forth a lot, but that's just Jinx. I don't know, we didn't see what happened to Mbessa after that. She's not dead. There's no way. She's too cool. I don't know how she escaped though. We see that Jinx upgraded her new gun to a Hextech version of it. That's really cool. I wonder if her gun is also special in the game. I never really thought about it. I love the evolution of her gun actually, her handgun, because it started out obviously as inspired by their little game that they would play in their hideout. It was like, it sounds like air pressure. The way that if you ever listen to the gun, it sounds like an air pressure kind of mechanism in it. The way that it shoots, which was probably how the first gun worked. And maybe it's an aspect of how this one did. I think it even makes like a little ding noise or something when she shoots it, like a game. And then now, past that, it's this like probably the full version of what the gun was always supposed to be, which is cool because I didn't expect that. But yeah, she's fighting Warwick, and Isha gets carried out. Really sad to see her think that Jinx is literally about to die. You know, like I was saying, like potentially the creation of another Jinx. Random, super random, but as Sevika is carrying Isha out of Stillwater, I just like the animation of her running down the stairs with her in her arms. The way that she does it in order to keep balance, it's just really good. This show is so well animated. Those little details, like that is exactly the kind of form that you would have to take while carrying a child while running downstairs. Just this weird kind of waddle, off balance thing in order to stay upright. Super random, super unnecessary to even show that cut, but I love it. And Jinx Good thing she's got this shimmer in her because she's dodging everything. That's definitely what saved her here before she was saved by an image of her as a child. This thing recognizes powder. I probably don't have to say anything about it, so I won't, because I mean I'm sure it's probably been explained at this point, and I'm sure people have seen all three. I have not at this point, but just in case, I probably won't mention it in this video. There have been plenty of theories as to what's going on with Warwick, and I do get what's going on there. It seems to be true. So very interesting. That's gonna be crazy. That revelation when that comes up. I wonder if he seems to be working for Singed. I'm sure that Singed will probably have some sort of control. So maybe they end up working with Jinx, which would be kind of cool as well. Yeah, we ended off there with Warwick here recognizing powder, and really insane. I doubt that we'll pick up right from this moment next episode. It doesn't feel like we would. I would like that though. Real excited to get in the next one here. I'm just gonna load it right up and check that out when it comes to YouTube. It should be dropping tomorrow. It usually takes me like a day to get these out as soon as I can. So if you want to see that, if you don't want to miss it, subscribe to the channel and turn the notifications on. You'll catch me, right? Do that. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. Drop a comment if there's anything you noticed. I'm sure there's plenty of hidden details or lore bits that were dropped, and so if there's anything you want me to know, anything not spoilery, then go ahead. I'd be glad to read it, and I think that's all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.